We weren't planning on sharing our screen on this, AMA.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, welcome to the Wellcoin Talk community. I'm Glenn, your host. Today we have joining us the core team from Catcoin. Most people are aware of Catcoin. It launched on the 26th of November 2021, and it's a huge success with a meme theme around Catcoin. It's gone on to great success, and I think over the last 12 months they've been building out the utilities and the project nicely and moving to central exchanges. We'll go into all that and more shortly. But first, can you introduce yourselves with your background and experience, guys?
Certainly. So I'm more than willing to start. My name's Adam. I am a member of the core team, as you rightfully said. I actually work for a software company in my day job, and like all of the core members, I'm a volunteer here at Catcoin. My expertise are that of a developer, but I've been in management now for the past decade. Acosti, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Adam. So I am Acosti. I'm from Romania, Bucharest, and I help this project with my skills regarding graphic designers. My daily experience is working with huge companies here in Romania, like Nikon, professional cameras, Dyson, air purifiers, and so on. Like Adam says, we are helping this project from early stages, and we want this project to succeed, to put on the top of the world. So this is Catcoin.
Thank you, Acosti. Charlie, do you want to introduce yourself next?
Hey everybody, I'm Charlie. Thanks for this opportunity as well. I reached out to you guys and you guys showed us the gratitude of getting back and setting this whole thing up. So I appreciate you guys. I'm just a guy who invests in projects. Honestly, I got into crypto about 2.5 years ago or so now, and I fell in love with the whole community aspect and what it brings. I fell in love soon after with the technology side of it. It opened up my eyes to a whole world that I didn't even know that I was interested in or even existed. So I dug very deep, and like I said, the community is very big to me. So I'm in construction. That's my background. I pretty much do anything a house needs to be done, repair wise or new bathrooms, kitchens, things like that. So I'm good at building. I'm good with my hands. I found this community, and this reminded me of a coin that brought me into this space and into the crypto world a lot. So I stayed with it, did whatever I could, realized that we're a community driven project, not ran by just one entity or a team. So I fell in love instantly and been here ever since.
Thank you, Charlie. And Rohit, do you want to introduce yourself next? Rohit, there's no need to be shy. Do you want to speak and introduce yourself?
No, I don't think he's coming through. We got the next person, Hadarov.
Can we bring BPM in next, please? He's got his hand up, but he's not actually a speaker yet.
It's him now, yeah. There you go. BPM, I've unmuted you.
Yeah, thanks for that. My story is very similar to Charlie. I'm based in India. I did my studies in mechanical engineering, and post that I worked. I've decided to follow my passion in photography, and decided to work for a social media agency. It was a startup by a couple of ex Ogilvy employees. I worked there for a while, and post that I was introduced to crypto by one of my juniors in the engineering college, and he introduced me to this platform called Steemit, and I started blogging there, and I was introduced to the world of crypto. And ever since then, I was, I was just so hooked, with the communities in crypto, and how we can get in touch with people all around the world, just by being active in Telegram and Discord. And like one thing led to another, and I found Catcoin community, and I started off as an investor here, then got promoted as a mod, and from the mod I eventually became a core team member. So like I think that's pretty much the story of most of our core team here. Like we all started off as community members, and then we rose up to the ranks of you know uh, core team members. So I'm very humbled and very very honored to be a representative of this community. And thank you for inviting us for this AMA. Did my voice come through?
Yeah, is that everyone, or do we have anyone else to introduce?
That is everyone that is down as a speaker for this AMA.
Awesome. So yeah, maybe for the community investors, any new investors maybe in crypto won't know about Catcoin, or older investors that have been living in a cave maybe. But yeah, so if we can go through the sort of history of Catcoin and what's been happening building up into this year and ready for next year.
Of course, well, it's actually a very sad story at the start. So Catcoin, as you said, was founded on the 26th of November 2021. And it started off really well and built up a nice community, and of course had this fantastic cat meme coin idea at the center of it, in a world dominated by dogs, bringing some cats in there. But unfortunately, the original developer went along and rug pulled out because there was a listing on CMC, and he decided to remove his liquidity. This left us in a very difficult position. So Tom, who was one of the admins at the time, led the community onto a brand new Telegram, and we put in the liquidity ourselves and we rescued the project. Now, of course, this was a rather difficult thing to do at the time, and lots of people were slightly depressed that we'd been rug pulled, but we worked really hard to keep the project alive. And then in February, we started to really do some marketing, and the community just exploded. We managed to take the community and the energy and the passion all the way up to a 70 million market cap. And then unfortunately, the Ukraine was invaded and the markets just crashed. And we saw it live going from 70 million and just crashing down. But we also had plans to do a migration onto a safer contract that also allowed us to put a little bit of tax in there, so we could actually fund marketing, fund charity, and make a difference to the world, as well as help build some more utility. We've had two fantastic NFT projects that have gone out, and with those NFTs, we sold out in a matter of moments for both series. We are listed on a number of different centralized exchanges, and we have some utility, including one that we're announcing today that brings the utility to the NFTs and also enables our wonderful holders to benefit.
Okay, great. Yeah, I was looking at the white paper, and you had the NFT Series 1 that sold out in 12 minutes. The Series 2 sold out in 1 hour. So maybe we can go into what you've been building and for the utilities around the NFTs, and what's the plans for the future. Are you looking to do more NFT series?
We certainly are looking to do more NFT series, and what we didn't want to do was keep flooding the markets with Catcoin NFTs until we'd started to bring some of the utility into the first two series. Now, one thing you may note, if you look at our Catcoin Yacht Club or Yacht Club, it was supposed to be a cat's pronunciation of yacht, you will notice that we have 10 in there with a gold coin. And what we did for the lucky winners that minted one of those was we gave them a 9-carat gold Catcoin that they can keep as a memento. And also all of those NFTs get a free lottery ticket. So as well as the gold coin, they get a lottery ticket on every single draw that we do over a period of time. But that's not enough. We want NFTs to have value. So I suppose that the surprise today, and the thing that our community has been waiting for, is we have launched our staking platform. And right now, this is the first time we're talking about it publicly. You can go over to staking.catcoin.io or just visit catcoin.io and click the staking link. And there you can stake your cats. At the moment, the APY is set to 10%. But if you have an original series NFT or a Yachts Club, then you can also stake those. And by staking one of each of the series of NFTs, you increase your APY all the way up to 14%. So you're getting an extra 2% for each of the NFTs that you stake. Now, we don't want to stop there. We like to give our community something special. And we've been working on a whole series of games. And if you go again to our website, you'll see that we have a game there, which is the first example of a really good fun football game to tie into the World Cup. But moving forwards, we want to ensure that all our fun little games, you can actually use your NFTs. And if you use your NFTs, you will be able to benefit in cats as well. But that's stuff that's coming soon. The staking platform is live as of now, and people can jump over there and stake their cats to earn a really nice APY.
Okay, great. And if an investor comes in now because the 2 NFT series have sold out, is there any other sort of staking features on the platform for them to stake the token?
They can, of course, stake the token. And it's staking the token, you get 10% APY straight off. The NFTs just give you that little bit of a boost. So they'll take you from 10% to 12% if you only stake one, and 14% if you stake two. But of course, if people want to, they can head over to Tofu NFT, and our partners there do list us. You can see that we are an approved and accredited series, so don't buy anything without that blue check. And you can actually purchase the Catcoin NFTs on the resale market.
Okay, great. And you've got nearly 23,000 holders, I saw, and you've had a CERTIC audit as well. Has that been completed?
Indeed, it has. And the CERTIC audit was one of the reasons that we moved over onto a version 2 contract. They weren't happy with the original contract. They found some errors, and of course, we couldn't fix it. So we moved over onto the version 2. We got CERTIC to actually take that all the way through, complete it, score us. And of course, we have renounced that contract, although we do have the ability to change the taxes up to a maximum of 10% each way. We've never gone that high, and we don't intend to. But on top of that, you'll also notice that we have the very rare gold KYC badge from CERTIC, which means that myself and other members of the core team have gone through a very detailed KYC, including all the government documents, background checks, etc., just to make sure that the community feels super safe, not only in our contract, but also in the people that have control of the marketing funds and the people that are helping the community build this product, build this project, and deliver the utilities behind it.
Okay, great, Adam. And can we go into the game details then? So you're basing it around the World Cup. Are you going to expand it into the future to cover, say, the Premiership and European clubs after the World Cup finishes? And how does the sort of gameplay work for everyone? And are you looking to maybe do, Catcoin sort of P2E game in the future as well?
Costi, do you want to come in and talk about the gaming? Because, of course, we've only got the mini game to start with, but there's a lot more to come. So do you want to chat about that, please, Costi?
Yes, 100%. So regarding about gaming, like Adam says, we want to put utilities behind the NFTs, and like community wants to enjoy, playing some games, and we want to build this stuff because there are so many people that love football or soccer in USA. And yeah, we want to to build something that is really engaging, and it will be with multiplayers, and yeah, it will be something that people are used to FIFA or games and stuff like that. And it will be playable on all platforms, from mobile to consoles and PC as well.
Okay, great. And you're going to have a DAO. I don't know whether that's been completed, and you're going to have voting rights in the future, so everyone can participate into next year. What sort of voting will you be having, and how does it work? Does it work on based on how many tokens you have, or is there a different type of DAO?
So we already have the DAO launched, or at least a voting platform launched that allows people to vote on things that have been suggested by the community. We put up once they get a certain amount of support behind there, and then it's down to the community to decide. And our beautiful Catcoin logo, our mascot, if you like, has already been named Hoshi. And that was one of the first things that actually happened on the voting platform. Now, it is a little bit, what's the term I'm looking for? It's a little bit simplistic at the moment, but we are already working on extending that. We wanted to ensure that the community had a voice straight away, and the voting platform is very secure and it works flawlessly, but we want to flesh out the front end and make it a lot easier for people to make proposals and ensure that people can only make proposals when they actually hold cats, that proposals can be backed to then go onto the DAO, then to be voted, without the need for as much interaction as there is at the moment. But we do have the voting platform up. It has been used several times, and we're going to continue to use it, including around big spending, anything to do with centralized exchanges, or anything that makes a significant change to the community. And one of those, now we have staking live, is going to be about reflections. Do the community want to lower tax, or do they want to carry on with reflections? And that's something that we'll be putting up on the DAO very shortly.
Okay, great. Thanks, Adam. And so you've also got the Caring Cats charity. How does that work? Are you building up funds for maybe, cat charities that take in stray cats and things like that?
I'm very glad you asked about that. So Caring Cats is the brand that we're using for our charitable work. And in fact, if Sarah from Catland is here, could you raise your hand, Sarah? As it would be wonderful to have you speak. But I'm going to talk about the background of some of the things we've already done. There's a wonderful little cat and dog shelter called Mostly Mutts that we've funded, and we've given them funds to originally try and help veterans, but we didn't get enough veterans coming forwards. So we gave them the funds to support any animals that were difficult to house, or any animals that they want to take forwards. Claire apparently can speak. So is Claire here?
Hi, everybody. Yes, Claire's here.
Claire, would you like to announce what we've done together very recently and tell them about Catland?
Hi, everybody. Well, on behalf of Catland, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank Catcoin for this amazing partnership and welcoming us into your community. Catland is a project which is we're currently building. We're based in Spain, Javier, and we're currently building a cat shelter. The aim of the cat shelter is to help with the horrendous cat problem that we have here in Spain. We aim to help as many cats as possible under veterinary care, with the ultimate aim of adoption here in Spain, or with working with our partners overseas. The project has been 3.5 years in process, and we are 75% towards finishing the build. So this opportunity from Catcoin is just absolutely amazing for us, which means that we can move forward and start helping as many cats as possible, which we are legally allowed to do because we have licensing laws. We'll be controlled by the veterinary college on how many cats we can help, but it's just an amazing opportunity for us that we're indebted to you guys. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Claire. So for those that don't know, Claire is from a charity in Spain, in Javier, called Catland, and they're building a shelter to take street cats off the streets, get them the care that they need, and get them rehomed and adopted, hopefully. Now, Catcoin have just completed a $5,000 donation to help Catland, but we're partnering with them moving forwards. We're going to be monitoring and watching them do the build, see the cats they're rescuing, help them with the social media presence, ensure that people are aware of everything that's going on there, and keep raising funds as we can. So thank you very much, Glenn, for the question. And as an example of what Caring Cats is doing, Catland is a fantastic one.
Thank you, Adam.
That's great, Claire and Adam. Yeah, that you're doing things for animals. You know, I'm a very cat lover myself. Yeah, and that's great. You can reach out and do things through projects, you know, on a charity aspect as well. And you've got the ETH bridge. I'm not sure from the white paper whether that's been completed or the ETH bridge is coming in the future.
Just before we jump on to the ETH bridge, I wanted to carry on about the charity work that we do. Catcoin is a community that love each other. We love cats, but we also love people. And we want to make a meaningful difference in the world. Not only do we want to grow your bags and help you achieve financial independence or financial freedom, we really do want to help humanity. And another project, another part of the Caring Cats, is our Cats Fight Hunger campaign. Now, BPM, if you're available to speak, can you talk about your brainchild and also the fact that people have been willing to video themselves carrying out this work?
Thank you, Adam. As he rightly pointed out, Cats Fight Hunger is another charity initiative that we started, and it's something that's very close to me. So we all know that all around the world, not everyone is as privileged as the most of us here. There are so many people around the world who don't have access to good food. So Cats Fight Hunger is an initiative that we started, just to fight hunger around the world. So we created a model where you can go out and feed the hungry in your own town and city, and we'll reimburse you that the cash that you spend feeding these people around the world. And also like if you guys film that process and submit that those videos to our to us in the community Telegram, 1 out of the 5 best videos will be awarded $100. So you get reimbursed for helping out, and also you get a chance to win a prize of $100 out of every 5 entries. So this is something I'm really excited about. And just today, I think about half an hour back, I actually shared the recent video on our community Telegram. You know, Soul. I think he must be listening in the audience. He had submitted the latest entry. So I would highly recommend you guys to join our Telegram and check the pinned messages. I think it's one of the last messages. So that's about it. Looking forward to more entries, from you guys. We'll be happy to reimburse you the amount.
Thank you very much, BPM. And what BPM was saying there is we reimburse people for the food that they're handing out. So it really is a community-funded project, but it's really important that the community go out there and do it. So we have had people fed in England, in Scotland, in New York, in America, in many different states, in Canada, in India, in Singapore, in Australia. And as you see, it really is a worldwide endeavor. So as well as helping you maintain and obtain that financial independence, that financial freedom that we're all excited about in the crypto space, we really want to share that passion of not only making the crypto scene safe for investors by doing like KYC and everything else, but also making sure that people make a difference, that we can actually give something back to our fellow humans and of course our feline friends. So sorry to interrupt you there, Glenn, but I thought this was an important aspect to ensure we covered as well.
Definitely, and at the times we live in, it's great if you can do charity work, and you know you're all volunteers as well in the community, so you're striving to build a lot of utility around Catcoin in this bear market, and then obviously as we go into next year, at some point, we're going to go back into a bear market, a bull market, should I say, and the future's exciting. So I'm wondering what's planned, say, for the next quarter for Catcoin. What's you're going to drive the marketing? What you're going to be building around Catcoin going into the first quarter next year?
Well, we've been doing some marketing activities as you would expect, and some have worked really well, including our 0% buy tax for the whole of December. That's going through until January 1st. We've also got even more articles coming out, and we've got lots of surprises in store. But one of the things that you were talking about there earlier was the ETH bridge. Now, this is something that we've done a lot of technical work on, and we may actually be using a third party now to bridge. Although we did a lot of work on the contract, there are some benefits to using secure third parties. So some of our core team are actively investigating that, but that's planned for Q1 next year. And there's certainly a lot of hype and a lot of engagement from our members to get us onto Ethereum, potentially other blockchains as well. But we're never going to forget the Binance Smart Chain was our home, and we intend to keep the contract live here forever, because this is where we started off. But there's nothing wrong with being available in other locations as well. On top of that, we want to carry on with the development we've started with the 3D interactive games, and the Shootout is a fantastic mini game that you should go and give a try if you haven't seen it already. On top of that, we've also got our lottery, lots of little prize giveaways. We play something called Lucky Sevens over on our Telegram, which is a very spammy game that we have to clean up afterwards. But the community certainly enjoy that, and there's lots of little prizes. But on top of that, we intend to carry on building our social media presence, doing the goodwill work, helping out the charities, and making as much noise as possible, because Catcoin is the true future of meme tokens, or meme assets, if you like, because we care, we are passionate, and we are safe. That's the most important thing. You won't find any rug pulls, you won't find any scams. It is completely transparent, and we have so much work to do.
Okay, great. Adam, let's open up to the community investor questions. Let's see. Syed, you had a question for the Catcoin team. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so I've read on your white paper that unlike most contracts that are renounced, Catcoin is able to securely retain its crucial function, such as whitelist, blacklist, and other couple of other functions, by having forwarded all privileges to the Genesis multisig safe. So I want to understand that can developers or team only adjust and change the crucial functions by having access to the Genesis multi-sig safe, or other upgrades and modifications can also be made in the contract if required?
So as outlined in the CERTIC audit, you are correct. We can whitelist, we can blacklist. The blacklist function is something that we don't ever intend to use unless someone has been scammed and we can prove that and the tokens are still there. So again, it's a security feature, but unfortunately those tokens usually move out of wallets well in advance of us being able to get all the signatories required to actually execute something like that. The whitelist is required for any exchanges. So as you may know, if you're working with centralized exchanges, they don't like tax, especially for transferring things backwards and forwards. And finally, the tax changes were really important to us because our long-term goal is to get as low a tax as possible, if not 0, then certainly back down to our original contract of 2%, 2%. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, understood. Thank you so much for answering. Over to you, Glenn.
Thank you for the question, Syed. Let's move on to Western Beast. You had a question for the Catcoin team. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. Okay, so I just have one question. Now, earlier during the AMA, you actually made mention of, extending some, charity movements. You actually brought one of the people that's trying to run a cat shelter. Now, people can associate, when people think of these charity movements, Catcoin is mentioned. Aside charity, are there other incentives that are in plan? Maybe real world incentives. For example, going into sales of like cat food. Are you guys partnering with any industries that make sales or produce cat food, so that when they think of cat food, they are going to see the Catcoin ad there or something?
Acosti, that's one for you. So the question is basically, are we looking at partnerships, or at least some form of sales that we can bring revenue into our chart, into our community based on cat? So be that partnering or selling our own cat food, and or collars, bowls, etc. Acosti, it's over to you.
Yes, and to answer the question, 100% we are doing this, and I personally, because I'm like creating the brand and I have experience to how to create brands, and with help from others, friends from core team like Danny, we will manage to make this happens and make products for cats and for humans. Like, why not? But it will be 100% from our side as soon as possible.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you very much for answering my question. I wish you guys the very best. Over to you, Glenn.
Thank you, Western Beast, for the questions. Unfortunately, we've run out of time today, but it's been great speaking to Adam, Charlie, Hadrian, Rocket, Acos, and Claire today from Catcoin. Yeah, they're very open, transparent. It's as I call it, it's owned and run by the community for the community. It's a great team that's stepped up, and they're volunteering. So and building in this bear market, ready for next year. Hopefully, we'll start going into a bull market at some stage. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the future for the community and the team, which is vice versa the same. And the huge amount of holders you've got, for 23,000 holders, and the ETH bridge coming, so and the free zero tax as well on the token for the whole of December. So if anyone wants to find out any more, you can check out the website, the white paper, the official socials. They're in our main chat. As we say at Wellcoin Talk, it's for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice. But yeah, any questions after the AMA as well, you're welcome to go to their official socials. We've got them in the main chat, and ask any questions I'm sure the team and the community will be glad to help you. Thank you very much for coming, everyone.
Thank you, Glenn. And if it's okay with you, we would love to finish off this AMA with our usual departing methodology. So is it all right if we say goodbye in our very special way?
Sure, yeah.
So, core team, you know what to do.
Meow.
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 To the meow.
To the meown. Yes, thank you guys, and we love you, everyone.
Thank you very, very much. That's a great send off there, meow back, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the future for the team and community, and just keep building in the space. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the future. I'll finish the recording, send over a copy to you for you to share with any community members that couldn't join today, and we'll send that into our main chat for our community investors also.
Thank you very much, Glenn. It has been a pleasure, and you've been a fantastic host.
Take care, everyone.